Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green Irish-shaped globe around the world. Hi, welcome to Real News Live. I'm your host, Mike Barrett in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joined as I always, actually, it's Real News Live with Mike and Jen. I should say it that way. Real News Live with Mike and Jen. I'm your host, Mike Barrett in Las Vegas, Nevada. Joined as I always am by my co-host. I can't talk this morning. Jennifer Fallaw in Hayden, Idaho, the lovely lady with the lustrous hair. Jen, how was your weekend?
It was good.
Mine was great. I spontaneously, I have a friend named Joe Heyer and his wife Loli, and she's English, and not that matters, but he's had a Hollywood U2 tribute band for 22 years now. And I first saw them, I think, on my birthday in 2010, and made friends with Joe and Loli, and they're now moving to England. I think Loli wants to be closer to her family. They're going to move to England for a while, and this is one of their last shows. Their last show's actually today, St. Patrick's Day. So happy St. Patrick's Day. I should have worn green, but happy St. Patrick's Day. The last show in North America for a long time, if maybe ever, was Saturday night in Hermosa Beach at the St. Rock. And I used to live in Redondo Beach. They're basically the same city. It all connects. And I just decided, you know what? Fuck it. I had tickets to see Rod Stewart on Saturday night. I moved them the next weekend, jumped in my car, drove to LA, had dinner at my old haunt, the Redondo Beach Brewing Company. Amazing bar food still. The best red beer you'll ever have, a Rat Beach Red. Went to the show, said hi. Joe dedicated 2 songs to me. It was a wonderful, uplifting experience with 2 people I really, really, truly love. So I had a fantastic weekend, despite the 8 hours in the car both ways, or 4 hours both ways, but 8 hours total. So, do the things that make you happy. Don't worry about how much the hotel costs or anything else. Do the things that make you happy. Got to see my friends again. May not see them for a while. I know the band's going to go on in Europe in some form or another. They were on World's Greatest Tribute Bands twice, the only band that appeared twice. And Bono pulled Joe up on stage in 2015 during the Innocence and Experience tour, and he sang with the band. So that's amazing stuff. Spend time with the amazing people in your life. And don't let anything stop you. That's my message for today's St. Patrick's Day. All right. My weekend was great. And also, I wanted to say thank you to Betty Offerdahl. In the mail today, or when I got back, I received my t-shirt, my new t-shirt, the Federal Agency for Financial Oversight, or FAFO. Fuck around and find out. Thank you for the t-shirt, Betty. Thank you for FAFO. This should be a real government agency. Thank you for the mug. I got a FAFO mug, and it was really, truly awesome stuff, and a nice letter from you, Betty. Thank you very, very much. I have to say, I appreciate that. All right. Again, we don't get notifications, don't get sent out until we get on the air, so we're going to wait a while for the news. Let's go through the usual stuff. And I see, Jen, you put the link up on the website. I just want to let everybody know that even if these shows get taken down off of various other websites, you can always go to mikebarrett.blogspot.com and pick it up, and that will take you actually directly to the Real News Live with Mike and Jen channel, where I'm frozen, where you can pick up all the shows on Real News Live. Please go in and subscribe. Real News Live with Mike and Jen. There it is. We click on that, and you can get all of the shows as they are archived there on the Rumble channel. Also, when you're watching the show live, there's a little red button in the lower right-hand corner, the subscribe button. And until the RV happens, it really helps us if you just hit subscribe. And for $5 a month, you can support the show. The advantage of that is you get a little red castle next to your name. And when it comes to question and answer time, you get your questions answered first. Also, please do not forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus over at the CBDGurus.com. Let me just double check. Yeah, it's showing. CBDGurus.com, where you get all kinds of cool products for your health. Slide over to the wholesale tab, slide down to where it says Mike B Wholesale. Type in the discount code ALIEN and get this week's specials, which usually include some currency like 20 million Bolivar, 10 million Bolivar, and 100,000 Dong, depending on your level of payment. And you can pick up the sleep gummies, which again are wonderful things. I talked about these gummies. The Lotion 2000 skin cream is great. The immunity booster, the weight loss, all kinds of cool stuff. There's CBD pet oil. It is an awesome, awesome thing. And you get it all for wholesale prices. Just type in that discount code ALIEN. Please also don't forget to visit our other wonderful sponsors, the folks over at MikeBarraPets.com, where you can again pick up all kinds of mushroom-based supplements for your doggies, your kitties, your horses, maybe even your camel. We're talking to the White Files people. Maybe it'll be Gertie the camel will be getting it, but you pick up all kinds of cool stuff. I've got Barkley on the mush puppies and the mojos. He's running around like a puppy again. He's 12 years old. They've got the super sauce. They've got the chill doggies, which is great. Barkley gets anxious, Jen. When I cook a pizza, he gets anxious. Something about the smell of the oven or something gets him all riled up. Give him some chill doggies. He feels a million times better. Mush ponies for the horses. And the whole line of Coriolis Versicolor and Reishi mushroom products, the Enforce products for human health, which have had some astounding, extraordinary advantages or health issues that have been really, really combated with this stuff. It's been great. Where did I want to get there? It's a middle-aged moment there where, anyway, they got chocolates, they got coffees, they got the body balm, they have starter packs. MikeBarraPets.com. Absolutely cool, wonderful people. Also want to let you guys know I'm going to have Michael Jaco on Thursday. We're going to talk about Lifewave. Lifewave are these X39 and X49 patches put on the back of your neck or 2 inches below your belly button or in the small of your back. And the reason I'm doing this, and I spent like $500 myself, more than that, to get a 6-month supply, is because I've had 3 people now. Ron, Ron, and Scott, Scott, and Joe Evans have now told me these things are incredible, that they work phenomenally for Scott's mom, helped her with issues with ongoing dementia, and it just helped right away. Joe, I just talked to Joe a weekend ago, at the Quantum Summit, and he just was raving about how, he said like nothing happened for 6 months, and then all of a sudden he felt 1,000 times better, and now he's out skiing 60, 70, 80 miles a day with no soreness. Phenomenal stuff. I'm going to give them a try. You're supposed to use them 1 month for every decade you've been on the planet. So sometime in about 5 months here, I will be reporting back to you on my results, but we're going to have Michael Jaco on to talk about it. And I believe it's his company. So that'll be Thursday. Check it out. And then also link in the description with all that stuff. Also, please don't forget the ACN family of companies, Impact Health Sharing. If you want to replace your health insurance with something that costs about 1/3 of the price, pays you more, pays the doctor more, you can pick any doctor you want. You're never denied coverage. Impact Health Sharing is a great way to go. Also, link in the description. I think that's it, Jen. What's going on over at JenniferFallah.com this week?
Well, if you'd like a reading with me, if you'd like a healing, go to JenniferFallah.com. You can also find Susan Gretz and Marcy Howell there. There's a donation button there for tips, or if you'd like to combine services, you can get my psychic development classes and sign up as a new student. Email me after. If you'd like to include, to sign up as a new student, we also include 4 1-hour monthly or biweekly coaching sessions and start from there. And we go all the way from psychic intuition and perception all the way up to through interdimensional meditation and into God-centered conscious creation. There is the link for Marcy Howell and Susan Gretz. If you don't know where to find them, email them after purchase with them. I do not handle anything else but listing them on my website so that you can find them. Also, did you get the information that I sent you on Messenger?
I did. We have, where is it? I'm sure I posted it. Where is it? We have some gentle swag.
Okay, so not only is this fun, but I do have a client who is in a spot trying to save her house. Business has been bad, and so we came up with an idea. And I've always got to have some extra reason for doing what I do to offer a product. I don't have any sponsors, but right now you can go to patchworkpup.com, patchworkpup.com, and you can get Gentel merchandise. We're splitting it, and it's helping her save her house after some serious life situations. So let's do that. The cheapest thing you can get is a $30 t-shirt. This is a screen print. You can get them embroidered. You can get them screen printed. When you go to the website, click on embroidered or screen print, and the price will change. Everything else is handled through her. Shipping, you don't have to email me. You just order it, fill it out. She will send it to you.
And what's the website again?
Patchworkpup.com.
Patchwork
/Fallawsophy. Sorry.
Patchwork Pup.
Pup. patchworkpup.com /Fallawsophy. I have these links up and will continue to share them on my page on Fallawsophy on Telegram. Also, we have a very generous listener who has been following the chat on my Telegram, Fallawsophy chat. Every year, I sell yearly forecasts. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I only offer them once a year before Christmas because they're kind of hard to do. And I get a lot of them. And we want to start at the beginning of the year. But there's been so many people that asked. He asked if I could give 5 of them away. And on Wednesday's show on Real News Live on Rumble with Mike and Jen, we will be giving them away and announcing the winners. You need to go to, and can you put up my links for Telegram, please? You need to go to Telegram, Fallawsophy on Telegram. I will put up a post shortly. And you have to ask to be, I would like to win the yearly forecast. Just put your name down. And I will choose from those. And so you will get a free 1-hour yearly forecast reading. And thank you, Super Dave, for your generosity.
That is a wonderful thing to do. Let me put the Jen link in the chat, and it will get into the description from now on as well. Let me go to my description and put it in there. Okay.
And that's all the announcements for today.
Okay.
So go and follow me on Telegram, at least on my channel. I believe on my channel, I have a pinned link to join the chat. Pretty sure. You can still comment on my channel. So when I put the post up, follow there, and you can comment and say, I'd like to win. And we will choose 5.
Okay, good. That is the announcements.
As if anybody ever wants to do that in the future, all you got to do is email me and say, hey, I'd like to do this, give some stuff away. No problem.
All right. Let us get to the news update. There it is, news update. All right. So where are we? Well, we were told there was a pretty good chance that it would happen last night, overnight. That when I say happen, I mean Iraq has a public dinar rate, and we're going to the redemption centers or the banks or whatever we choose, whatever we so choose. That did not happen. However, other sources were saying it's not going to happen on Sunday night. So let's kind of update you guys on where we're at. My understanding is that there are 6 codes that need to be entered, 4 of which have been entered. The last 2, we do not know the disposition of those yet. What I have been told is that and actually, guys, I'm sorry, I didn't have a chance to catch up on even newer stuff that may have happened in the last few hours. The last thing that we got is Tier 1 and Tier 2 whales appear as though they are going to be getting paid tomorrow. Tier 1 and 2 get paid tomorrow. Tier 3 is supposed to be paid Wednesday. Where does that place the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar? It would place it at Tuesday or Wednesday, if not tonight. Now, the important thing to understand is that if Iraq does not revalue within the anointed time, the anointed time, by the way, is between now and March 31st. If it does not happen by March 31st, they would have to negotiate a completely new deal with the Trump administration, as opposed to the deal that they agreed to in August of 2024 with the Biden administration. Nobody wants that to happen. It would also Iraq would incur a lot of penalties, as would other three-letter agencies, international three-letter agencies. Nobody wants that to happen. I'm also told that should they fail to enter their codes, that the issue will be forced by the international organizations. And we are expecting that anywhere from today through Thursday. Now, there's lots of other details. And the thing is, unfortunately, I kind of lose track of what I'm allowed to talk about and what I'm not allowed to talk about. So I don't want to say too much. I will just say that everything that we are hearing from every source is that it is scheduled for this week right now, today, tomorrow, or Wednesday. And that it literally can be and will be forced by the international agencies if Iraq fails to live up to their commitments. So that's what I have from a news perspective. And again, I'm still catching up because I'm still literally, after the show started, I started getting more updates, which I'm going to have to read. But Jen, I know you did some Gentel this morning. You went into meditation, and everybody wants to know what it is that you heard. So I'm going to turn it over to you and let you take off and run with the ball. I'm going to pitch it to you, student body left, and let Jen run with the ball. All the way to the end zone, Jen. Take it to the house, Jen.
I'll get it there. All right. So this is Gentel for March 17th, 2025. Happy St. Patrick's Day. RV News. I went into interdimensional meditation to the 6th level of heaven and spoke and held Jesus' hand and faced the entire archangel team and asked them my questions. Okay. Michael spoke. I said, where are we with the RV? He said, most paymasters have funds to distribute. They will do so this week. Approximately 90% complete with the other tiers. I said, what needs to happen to release 4B? To release 4B notifications, he says the release of funds complete. I said, when will they do that? Tomorrow. If one person is found, then notifications 319. Over here. What Trump, and this isn't written in my notes, but this is what I've been putting together over the weekend. We've seen Trump taking out terrorists. Okay? Very important. I think that these are remaining minions that are being used to intimidate or to threaten the people in Iraq or whoever's going to do whatever job it is to revalue. And I think they're getting in the way. And Trump is taking them out. Michael says if one person is found, then notifications 319. Okay? So this is important for the RV. Coming in the news. First bullet point, release of funds. Second, I heard these things. Didn't see anything today. Offshore drilling attacked. Next one. Less oversight. Next one. Margin call. Next one. Relief. I just heard the word relief, and I thought I heard plan after it. I was trying really hard not to think and to hear what they were saying. Next one. Schumer. Schumer makes or takes a deal. Now, this one's weird. Gabriel said this. He just kept saying 11, 12. 11, 12. And I'm like, 11, 12. Okay. 11, 12. Then I was leaving, and Gabriel said one more thing. He just said the word implosion. Implosion, as if, so this is kind of cool. Sometimes I just want to, it's like I kind of know, I know what implosion means, but I just wanted to get a more definite definition of it. And I looked it up. It said a sudden failure or collapse of an organization or system, a global financial implosion. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. So we're right on the cusp of this thing going through. Seriously. You've got the remaining minions running around trying to stop Iraq from doing what it's supposed to do to trigger all the other currencies so that they show up on the Forex. Boom, 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 boom. Trump is taking care of that. And best possibility for notifications, well, it would be like right now, but like, 3/19, Wednesday. And that's the Gentile for today.
Okay. That is that's a bunch of interesting stuff, Jen. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting because it's like we feel very confident that we're getting near the end of this thing, yet there's less information. And that makes sense that there's less information because more and more things are done. So
well, with this kind of meditation, it's like remote viewing. It's like it's you have to get out of your own way. And so with more pressure, the harder it is. Okay, so I was really trying today. So they could have started out the sentence with a certain word or something, and I just missed the rest of it because I start thinking. So it's not an easy thing to do, especially with the amount of pressure that's on me right now. But, the 11, 12 thing, I'm like, is that a rate? Because that's a pretty good rate for something. I don't know what 11, 12 is. But to stop me and say implosion, I'm like, okay, that seems serious. He said, just write it down. Okay.
Well, the collapse of a market, that would be something that we might see as a predicate, a precursor to a major shift.
Well, it actually looks like, now this is what we're going to hear. It's not necessarily this week. I like to say coming in the news this week, but a lot of times we've had things happen after.
Mm-hmm.
And definitely that was the first thing they said. He looked at me and said, release the funds. And I'm like, I don't even know if I want to write that down. Did you say that or did I say that? But he said that, release the funds. And margin call. But yeah, really interesting. And Schumer, I keep an eye on him.
Well, the thing is, Schumer already collapsed on the.
No, it's not that. It's something else.
On the continuing resolution.
No, it's either he makes a deal or he takes a deal. So I don't know if he gets in trouble.
Well, this is something we're going to see in public, though, right? Because you said this is in the news segment,
this stuff
right?
is what we as a community will see, whether it's in the mainstream media or in our channels. We will see talk or word about these things. That's usually how it goes.
Okay. All right. So let's go back through the other stuff. Paymasters have funds. That I was told that 2 or 3 days ago. The paymasters have the funds to distribute to tier 1 and tier 2. What we were waiting on is tier 3. And when tier 3 has liquidity, not full liquidity, but sufficient liquidity, that's when the RV happens, or that's when Iraq is told to put in their RV codes. one of the two codes we're waiting for. What would you say? Can we ask the angels real quick? Do we have a percentage of the liquidity that tier 3 is in right now? Like, what's the percentage of liquidity of tier 3 right now?
70, 80.
70, 80%. And keep in mind, guys, that I asked Jen that question a couple days ago. It was 40%. So we're now at 70 to 80.
I totally forgot about that.
We're now at 70 to 80%. So, Jen, that's huge movement in about 3 days. So that would put us.
There has been huge movement going on.
So then that puts us at full liquidity within another day or two. Okay. And keeping in mind that I've also been told, and I don't know if this is true, but I think you've confirmed this, that we have to just reach a critical mass with tier 3. We don't have to have tier 3 100% completed before this can go. It can go when we're, let's say, 93%. So that's even more exciting that we're closing in on the number.
And I said, what needs to happen to release 4B notification? Release of funds complete.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So once you release the funds, whether whoever got their money, that's a personal thing. But as far as the job of doing the job for these tiers, that's done. It's texting me.
Jen is thinking, guys, in case you're listening on a podcast.
No, somebody's texting me.
Oh, somebody's texting.
Excellent.
Oh.
That is excellent.
Oh. Somebody's texting you? Okay.
Yeah, you're in the damn.
I'm going to hear about that.
This group chat you started last night, that was a ding, 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 ding. That is so annoying, for one.
All right. Okay. Oil rigs under attack. This is interesting because let's say there were a terrorist attack on an oil rig, some sort of attack somewhere in the Gulf of America.
People are telling me I'm right.
About what? Which thing?
Certain things.
Certain things.
I cannot say.
Certain things. Okay. And let's say that happened. It would temporarily spike the price of oil. Now, when Iraq revalues their currency, they get more out of it the higher the price of oil. So I don't know what oil is today, $70 a barrel. If there were a terrorist attack and there were concerns about more and concerns about supply, the price of oil could temporarily spike to $90 or even $100 a barrel. When they revalue at exactly that moment, then all of the exchange they take in, all the currency that they pay out would be funded at that amount. So something like that could also be a significant precursor event. Mm-hmm. And I'm hoping that that's what that means, that it will actually raise the price of oil, which actually makes it more likely that Iraq will revalue. Jen's smiling because she knows how smart I am.
Yes, that is why I'm smiling. So margin call, let's talk about that.
Margin call is really interesting because that's a stock market term where when you buy on the margin, you have a usually set by date. Like let's say you sell short. You say, I think Tesla stock is going to go down. And so I'm betting that the price right now, $100 for the price, that it's going to be less than $100 in 6 days. So the margin call is in 6 days, you have to pay them the money or they have to pay you the money if the price goes down. If the price goes up, you're screwed. You lose your money. If the price goes down, you win and you get more money. That's what a margin call is. And margin means you're borrowing the money to place your bet on the stock market. In other words, I have $100,000. Well, I'm gonna make a margin bet of a short call of $150,000. The Tesla stock is going to go down from, in 6 days. It'll be lower than the price is today. If the price goes up, you're screwed. If the price goes down, you win. Same thing with the other way around. You could bet that it's going to go up. It's basically like playing the casino in Vegas. That's what a margin call is. So when a margin call is like calling somebody's bluff in poker. So it could very well mean that some government somewhere is going to make make a call and force somebody to show their hand. Does that make any sense?
Sounds like a whole lot of fun to me.
Yeah. Like, for instance, you could symbolically call it a margin call if Donald Trump says, any federal judge who says this, that, or the other thing, or I can't do it, as far as I'm concerned, the Supreme Court's already ruled I have total power over the executive branch. You don't like it, appeal it up to the Supreme Court, and they'll rule the same thing again. So I'm just going to ignore you, Judge Joe Blow. I'm going to ignore you, which is kind of what they did today. He's already done that today. And just proceed with deporting illegal aliens and firing people anyway. So it could be a symbolic phrase, or it could be a legitimate phrase. Maybe there's going to be some big margin call on the stock market that's going to make it go shh.
Wait, I mean, is this possibility here? Okay, small possibility. That I was given these in order. Like a timeline. Release of funds, offshore drilling attack, trying to stop something, start a war. Less oversight, I don't know what the hell that is. Margin call, relief plan, Schumer takes a deal, 11-12 implosion.
I just don't know what the 11-12 references to.
I don't either. And I couldn't get any more. He just kept saying it. No, wait.
Okay, so do that again. It was margin call.
No, it was release of funds.
Release of funds, margin call.
Offshore drilling attacked.
Offshore drilling attack.
Less oversight.
Yep.
Margin call. Relief plan or relief. Schumer takes a deal or makes a deal. 11-12 implosion. So if we're looking for the release of funds to be complete to get notifications, then as soon as whatever's going on over there with that right now, Iraq could post a rate. When Iraq posts a rate, they all start popping up on the Forex. Boom, 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 boom.
Yep.
It could crash the dollar.
Yeah. That's the thing is if everything is funded, then that triggers the release. Then that means you're covered. That means if you're going to have some sort of financial meltdown to cover everything, or to have an excuse for going to gold and all that, it would happen after that. So if that sequence is correct, the fact that we're funded could mean we're ready for the margin call, which will start the stock market to go down and all the other things we kind of think we're going to see when it hits the fan.
Exciting week. Very exciting times.
Shaping up to be an exciting week.
I don't think 11-12 is a date.
No, I don't think so either. I'm just trying to figure out what it is. What 11?
Well, clearly it's something that I don't really need to put myself in any kind of danger or trouble, talking about.
Yeah,
so
they wouldn't have given to you.
They're being awfully cryptic right now. Either that or it's just me struggling to get the information. I'm just hearing the first couple words, but I was like, okay, 11-12. What is 11-12?
I have somebody I'm going to ask about 11-12.
We probably won't even know until we see something.
Yeah.
Show up. Is it $11.12? I mean, is it I don't know.
Yeah. Interesting. All right, guys, that's where we're at. That's the news. That's the Gentel. All of it.
Somebody said 11-12 is a gun bill.
A gun bill?
Well, I don't know how that's relevant, but it might be in the news. But shoot, if Schumer was right before that, we'll see.
Let me do a quick search. Gun owners rallying on March 11th against, I don't know what the 12 though. SB 3 Senate bill. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the reference. I don't know the reference either. So
just have to wait and see.
Yep.
If something major comes out and it's 11-12,
and there's some 11-12 in there, we'll know, right? Yeah, we'll know. All right, guys, we are going to move on to the question and answer section of the show. Jen, how long do we have you today? It's 11:45.
Till we're done.
Till we're done.
Yeah, we got time.
Jen's all in this week. Yeah, again, I think it's a really exciting week. I think everybody should get ready to roll. Even TNT Tony is on the same page. Tuesday morning to Wednesday evening is what Tony is saying. Well, that would fit. So stunningly, we're all on the same page. So make sure your questions include your real name and the name of the person, pet, or entity you are asking about. And we will go from there. Mike, love the shirt. Where'd you get it? Well, Betty Offerdahl got me the Federal Agency for Financial Oversight FAFO shirt, which of course actually means fuck around and find out. Send it to me as a gift. I just got it yesterday or the day before. Thank you, Betty. You are a wonderful person and a really nice note too. So maybe we'll talk to Betty about where to get it. Vegas Fletch says he's
somebody just sent me, what is 1112 trying to tell me? It's also important to say that angel number 1112 indicates that something has to end in your life because something else is going to begin, but you should not worry because new things will be good for you. Yes, that is what angel numbers 1112 basically mean, but I don't think that's what he was talking about.
Yeah. It seems like it's connected to some sort of legislation or some sort of deal that Schumer made.
The two numbers are definitely separated in some way. 11, 12. That's what he said. I'm like, 13, 14, 15? I mean, like, I don't know what you're talking about, but we'll have to see.
Yeah. Ready for that Vegas party, Vegas Fletch? So am I, buddy. And Jen and I have talked about plans and thinking about it. So happy St. Patrick's Day for Mary Gold to everybody. Yes. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning.
Happy thing. There was a film, a John Wayne movie from the 50s called The Quiet Man, which is a great thing to watch on St. Patrick's Day because it's about an American fighter who moves to Ireland and gets married. And it's wholesome and funny and really great movie. It's a great watch, family watch. For St. Patrick's Day, just to say hi. I'm from Mexico and wonder how the RV will be there. We don't know, Patty. We don't know, but we will. We'll try it. Jen is a whole lot better looking than you, Mike, but still love watching both of you. Well, thanks.
Well, thank you. I hope so. Hope I'm better looking than a man.
Laura Classius says, General, my husband John and I purchased a property or vacation home in Las Vegas.
No.
I got to do this quick because I'm losing it. Hi, Jen. It's Lisa J again. My boyfriend Craig is still struggling with his health. Even though the VA doctors say blood work is okay, he's breaking out with random rashes that are hot to the touch. Do you see anything?
Craig. Lisa. The immune system is freaking out. That's all I can tell you. It's kind of attacking itself, so I don't know how to describe that, but they need to dig deeper on this.
Okay, let's go to the pinned comments. Raul, good morning, Mike and Jen. Question for Jennifer. My son Josh has been single for a while. He's got his first house recently. Will he ever find true love? Raul.
Mm-hmm. It's about 16 months away, but that's when he's in a relationship.
Jen, I'm going to sell 7 homes this year, right? This is Michael. He's going to sell 7 homes this year.
8.
Mishy D, we could really use your... Oh, Michelle E. My migraines are almost daily. Can you see what's causing them? The chiropractor isn't doing much.
Such a mystery. There's something hormonal going on with that. It always has been hormonal and sugar levels combined. So go and research that.
Drop your... my blood sugar is bad. Janelle says, when do you see my son's DeMarcus M's lower left previously fractured jaw healed? So Janelle wants to know when DeMarcus' lower left jaw is going to heal up.
He could really use some supplements for cell regeneration. Of course, I cannot tell you what to take, but Jesus just said NAD+. It's just taking a while.
Okay. Does April 1st date signal the start of the new fiscal year? New budget have anything to do with the timing? Hence POTUS tariffs? No. Yes and no. That's not the reason why Iraq has to go by March 31st. Hi, Mike, Jen. Carissa here. Jen, do you see me planning major renovations to the house this year?
2 of them, yes.
Yeah. Chris Pagan says, hi, guys. Do you see me becoming financially independent again soon? Is there a second job in sight?
Shortly.
Maria says, my son Mark works in a job that takes him away from home for long periods. He would really like to stop that and work closer to home. Do you see that happening soon? And if so, when?
Another month.
Red, White, and Blonde is Tiffany. Will I win the annual reading giveaway? Nice try, Tiff. I love that you're doing this. Thanks to Super Dave for being awesome. Super Dave is awesome. Not a name here, but Krodek is off work this week. Is there a good chance I won't have to go back? Yeah, there's a chance. There's a good chance.
There is a very good chance. We'll see how it goes.
Mrs. Elaine, do you see my home in Sedona, Arizona as a second home? Do you see a home in Sedona as a second home?
Yes.
Nice. BlackRock implosion could be BlackRock filed bankruptcy on Saturday. Okay. Yeah, that could do something.
Has to be something that's coming. It can't be something that I saw already. That's cheating.
Yeah.
I don't cheat.
Amar says margin call is something that's coming soon either way, because every time the price of gold increases, CME raises the margin requirements. Hence, you'll see a lot of people exiting gold due to margin calls. That could be it right there, that there are margin calls on gold. Interesting. That's coming soon. Is something
that
coming soon?
Felt more.
Does that feel like it did?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's what we're watching for, which an Iraqi dinar revaluation would maybe trigger some of that stuff. Anne wants to know, will I be able to stay in my house? My husband's job is in jeopardy.
Yeah, that's not a concern.
Okay. Scott, you're using the X39 patches. Let me know how they work. I mean, I'm not supposed to really expecting to see any results for another 5 or 6 months, but maybe. Chuck Schumer has canceled his book tour. I mean, look, I've had 3 people who are friends, like actual friends, who told me these things are amazing. So, and I guess that the worse you are on the X39, I guess the worse you are, the more immediate the change is. So, good stuff. Randy Newman says, I Googled IQD on Forex and it said IQD is at 1634 for 10 IQD. Interesting. For 10, that would still be a decent amount. When is Mark Z coming back? Well, Mark is off of YouTube for a week, so you want to catch him on Rumble or Kick or the Trolling News Network is where Mark is, which is his backup channel on YouTube. Debbie says, I was told I would hear from Treasury on my bonds when it was time, but I'm told no movement yet. Can you see any contact soon? So Debbie wants to know if she's going to be contacted by Treasury anytime soon.
I don't know why that's different from everybody else, but they contact you next week.
Okay. Rex wants to know, will I be getting a new vehicle or job soon? Things I'm dealing with currently.
Job, I don't have a sorry. Job, I don't have a timeline on. Vehicle, possible next week. But I'm really around Easter for that.
Lisa has given us a $5 Rumble rant. She says, "Hi Jen, it's Lisa J again. My boyfriend Craig is still struggling with his health, even though the VA doctors say blood work is okay. He's breaking out with random rashes. We already did that. Okay,
Yes, we did.
Sorry. We did that one. Frederica has a $5 Rumble rant. She says, Jen, do I need a solicitor for these social workers? They saw one and spoke about concerns they had last year, which have changed, but they didn't acknowledge them. Navia hates them. I will go postal soon. I don't know if I.
I would get some assistance with that.
Okay. Ron Davidoff says, check the gematria on 11/12. Well, we could do that.
I just really feel like it's something that's going to show up in the news. And gematria isn't. So these are coming in the news. So it's, why would you give me an angel number or gematria, something gematria? Yeah. Well, it could be if that whatever we find is coming in the news. Yeah, go do 11/12. See what happens.
Gematria calculator.
So that'd be AAAB, right?
Yeah, or I could go with 11 and 12. See what I get. Simple gematria. Okay.
Is it like an oil price?
$11.12 would not be a great oil price.
Well, we've got implosion right after that, so I don't know. I don't know what it is. Just have to wait and see.
Well, 11/12, if you do it as one word, says true prophecy of God. Bob Joyce, whoever Bob Joyce is.
Well, that's nice. That was a nice touch, Gabriel. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Margin call is your broker
awesome.
calling you to demand payment of the bet gone against you. Thank you, Joe. That's another way to say it, which would be exactly what would be happening with gold. People would be like, okay. If they start calling in their physical gold, central banks are in trouble. Batman's here. Jonda wants to know if her husband David will get the job he interviewed for this month.
Yes.
Good for him. 11/12 likely refers to U.S. Code 11/12, which deals with the conversion or dismissal of a bankruptcy case. Well, that could be BlackRock, or it could also be the bankruptcy of the corporation of the United States, which
would be cool.
The end of the democracy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Normally, margin calls happen to shorting stock since the market is shooting straight up. Yeah.
It's probably cold.
Jen, this is Denise. Our business is suffering financially. Do you see it getting better before we RV, or will we need to look at other options? This affects our son Elijah and his family. So Denise is asking about it.
It really does start to pick up very, very soon. We're really coming out of a slow period for everyone and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The economy itself is going to start picking up from what I saw for sales and everything else. So I do think shortly it'll get better.
Yeah. Banks will crash. JP Morgan and BOA hold the most naked shorts on SLV. Okay, but those banks are supposed to be part of the revaluation process. So I don't know how they can.
That is also your name, margin call.
Yeah, I like that margin call. Yeah.
Clever.
Okay, Lisa says, do you see my family and I on a family compound in Tennessee or North Carolina?
North Carolina. So the places you look at in Tennessee, too mountainous. So North Carolina, I think you find a place that's got some more flat land. Too. Yeah, best possibility there.
Jennifer wants to know when she's going to make it to a med bed.
I think I'm in August. I do see them getting you ready and putting you in it.
Love Trumpy says 11/12 was a leap year starting on the Monday of the Julian calendar. Oh, like when we converted or something? Tina says, I'm searching for my dream horse trailer to travel this summer with my horse King. Do you see me finding my perfect trailer by summer?
May 29th.
Okay. Tammy wants to know the first name of her future husband.
I don't do that.
When might she meet him? When might she meet him?
Okay.
Names is too easy. God's not going to give you that. He's not going to tell you,
well, the problem with giving you a name. So if I tell you it's John and it's like James, and James comes along and you're looking for a John.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you disregard him. You know, sometimes you just never know. Well, it's probably not him anyway, because, so I don't give out names.
Yeah. When do you see her meeting him?
July. I think it's this year.
July, maybe this year. Scott, what part of South Carolina will we be moving to?
He said the edge, and I'm trying to figure out which edge that is, but it is on the border somewhere.
Okay, a different Scott says, my son Austin got his car repair bill for, I think he means $2,000. Will he get the funds soon to repair? Scott B.
I was gonna say I'll send you $2.
I think it's 2,000.
Nope. He's gonna have to as far as him getting the funds himself, he's gonna have to come up with some other way to make money. He's gonna have to work it.
Okay.
Side job. Everybody, just life lesson. Everybody should always have 2 ways to make your income. Okay, you should always have some kind of side job. All the people in my life, we all have our own businesses, but we always got some kind of side job going on. All right. So whenever you need to, you can pick up more work. Just telling you.
Debbie wants to know what month she'll get in a med bed. What month or year?
It's in the fall.
Okay. Cindy wants to know about her husband David's eye surgery. Will it be successful?
Yes, there's one small complaint that I believe he goes back for. They correct it. Okay. I don't think it's anything serious. I just think it's a little like, this is irritating me right here. Do something about it, kind of thing.
Yeah. Justina says her dog has been acting different. It would help if you gave us his name. But she wants to know if Mia. Should I take Mia into the vet to get checked? Is what's going on with Mia important enough or serious enough to go to the vet? bet.
Just yeah, she's got something going on.
Okay, get her in, Justina.
Just trying to figure out what it is. I don't have enough time, but yeah, take her in. It's nothing.
Will I be
major.
attending any Raiders games next season? Not this year, probably, but unless I get free tickets. But Seahawks are coming next year, I think. So, Paul threw out his back yesterday when he coughed. I can barely walk. Last night I kept seeing myself as my dad, as he had trouble walking. Is it related? Need to let go. There's a book called Healing Back Pain by Dr. John Sarno, Sarno. Go to Amazon and get either the audio or the book version.
You just threw yourself out of place. You need to get your muscles to relax. You've got a lot of tension from the coughing. Okay, take magnesium, whatever you can take. It's up to you to look up, see what you can take, but you just need to relax the muscles and you'll pop back in.
Yeah, April Fool's Day. Thanks. Bonnie asks about her son Cameron, who broke his foot. Will the surgery go okay, or will he be able to get in a med bed before the surgery?
Surgery goes just fine.
Okay. Quiet Man is filled with great, hilarious Irish comedy. It's a great Irish movie. This or the Molly Maguires would be a couple of great Irish movies to watch on St. Patrick's Day. Lisa says, I'm in a crunch to move. Arizona, Ohio. Oh, Jennifer Falah just posted something. Arizona, Ohio, or New York. I do not want to stay in California. Do you see me moving to any of these states? Arizona, Ohio, or New York? This is Lisa.
Arizona, because it's not too far away from everything.
Yeah. The Quiet Man, John Wayne movie. Great movie. Christy says, hi, Jen and Mike. Do you see us moving to Arizona, and in what time frame? Christy.
$4 months. It's either 4 weeks or 4 months. I think it's months.
Barbara wants to know if she should move forward with shifting to bridal alteration shop, or will I get a break before that?
I think that'd be great. I think
Those
that's a good
places do
idea.
really well. I mean, there's a place that in Auburn I went to get a blazer refitted, tailored, and they said, well, we don't do that. We only do bridal stuff. And I'm like, wow, business must be good. So,
and it takes a long time. There's a long wait on that kind of thing. So it's needed.
Brandy wants to know the names of her guardian angel and main guide.
Elizabeth is guide. Philip sounds like Philip. The beginning of it is your angel.
Okay. Patricia wants to know if her son Thebod is under sick leave for burnout. Will he get fired? Patricia is concerned. Jennifer, my name is Marcia. When will I get into a med bed? My hip is starting to hurt now. I'm falling apart. You're not falling apart, but let's get you in there.
September.
Lisa says, last week I had to move to Alabama. Jen, do you see how long I'll be here? I'm praying I'll be able to move back to Tennessee soon.
Something
You
going on in
okay?
the office.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, you okay there, Jen?
Something just moved on its own. Where's the cat? There's a cat in here?
Must
That's
be.
weird. That is weird. Distracting. All right, now Lisa M wants to know how long she'll be in Alabama. I feel like it's just a couple weeks or a few weeks.
Okay.
I mean, I don't feel like it's a long time at all. Maybe even another week, something like that.
Okay. Letitia says we will be putting our parents' house up for sale in April. Will it sell quickly or will we sit on it a while?
Sells end of May. It doesn't take too long. It's pretty average.
Jan wants to know, will I be purchasing 2 homes in Missouri that I'm looking at?
Yes.
Gloria would like to know, will she get the beach house she's got her eye
No.
on? Allison says, we just sold our home in Virginia and are retiring to Mendoza, Argentina. Do you see us buying a great house and what month? Wow.
Yeah, it's just what you wanted. That's just a little more than what you wanted, and I think it's October.
Tammy Johnson is supposed to start a new job at the end of April. Do you see that going well?
Well, if you continue on this course right now, Gabriel says you don't need a job.
Okay. Diane would like to know if her daughter Tori is moving to Florida in the near future.
Yes, it's going to take over a year to do that. It's put off.
Kathy, I'm going to direct you to Susan Gratz on jenniferfallah.com. She's better at helping find pets and things like that than Jen is, unless you want to try to answer it, Jen.
No. You know why? Because sometimes if you're looking for a direction, I see things in a mirror image sometimes. And so if I say, well, it's your right arm, it's usually the left. So I don't like to do that. Yeah. Susan's really good at that. Okay. Finding things.
Denise says, will my son John be successful in getting his release of a lien on his 2 homes, or will they go into foreclosure? He filed the paperwork claiming fraud on mortgages. That is a hard sell, even though we all know
it is. Fraud. No, he will not. Not yet. Maybe a couple years in the future, or soon when the changes happen, but not yet.
Who's my guardian angel? Said, well, honey, we don't have your name. Okay. Oh, Angie. ANJI. Angie wants to know who her guardian angels are and there are any messages.
Angels are really funny. Okay, because I'm sitting there trying to understand or hear this long name. And I say, what do you want to be called? And they're like, Lisa. This is funny. Don't destroy what you already have is the message.
Okay. Michelle, $5 Rumble Rant, thank you, says, will I be moving out of the RV and into my daughter's house soon? Michelle.
I'm getting you get your own place. Cool. I'm really not seeing you move into the daughter's house.
Janet with a $20 Rumble rant. Thank you, Janet. Will my grandchildren Kaya and Isla, ISLA, move back to the States for good soon? My grandchildren. Janet wants to know about her grandchildren. Kaya and Isla, will they move back to the United States for good? So,
August.
That's pretty soon. Lady In's $10 Rumble rant. Honey, I need your name. Ladyn's. My grandson's wedding in Texas is April 12th. Will I have the funds to make the trip from Tennessee? And will my friend make the trip as well? Honey, I don't have your name. Jen, I don't know if Jen can get anything or not.
It may not be the funds, but for some reason you don't go.
Okay. Maria wants to know if she will see us moving to Texas soon.
Sometime in September. I think it's right after the school year starts.
Tamara wants to know if she's going to be getting 2 Maltese puppies soon and moving.
One of them has another home. I think you get one. Are they going to move? Not just yet. All right. Is there anything like important that people need to know?
Well, yeah.
To help them with their life.
Bonnie wants to know if her dog Charlie's going to make it to a med bed.
I'm not going to tell you if your dog's going to make it or die or not. But med beds, I'll just tell you for animals is probably 2027.
Annette's daughter-in-law's Anne's mom, Barb, has been in the hospital fighting unknown cause. More tests today. Will she be diagnosed correctly and recover without surgery?
Well, they do find something that they think it is. There is surgery, and she does recover.
Angela wants to know when her nanny job is ending and how soon there's another one coming.
Ends in the fall. Pick up another in the spring.
Okay.
You got quite a wait there.
Okay.
You find another family. I'd figure out something to do in between. Unless you, of course, RV or whatever. That's plan B.
Kim would like to win a yearly reading. So would everybody. Sweetie Sunny, we need your name. She's looking for. Was her wedding ring stolen? She's concerned about.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Joanne Patton says, I got a reading with God and Jen over a year ago and asked about patches. I've been on them ever since. God said the older you are, the longer they take to work. Okay. But, Mary what says, my little dog Oliver seems to be trying to communicate. Can you see what he's trying to say?
No, I'm not going to be able to do that. There's could be plenty of things a dog wants to say. What do you mean? One that's passed? Pass on that one.
Okay, don't know. Looking for some more. Charlie, the book is Healing Back Pain by Dr. John Sarno, Sarno, and it worked for me. That's why I recommend it whenever people bring up back pain. J. Pascal, medbeds for pets are 2027. Okay. Jobs.
I think that's enough for today anyway.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of like, wow, there are so many. God, it's great to see so many people in here, but I'm just looking for anybody who's got any sort of serious health or concerns about a pet or stuff like that. But I think that's kind of it. Okay, guys, let me just double check Rumble Rants real quick.
So you're going to have Michael Jaco on?
Yeah. Hang on. Lynn Boo, cool. A $7 Rumble Rant, says, my name is Lynn. My grandson Cooper was born with a heart condition. Do you see him in a med bed anytime soon? When will Cooper the baby get into a med bed? Or grandson?
Toddler age. 3, 4, something like that. They want him to grow a little bit or something.
Okay. Okay, so Nicole, $5 Rumble Rant, is asking about her daughter, Macy. She won't talk to us anymore due to a difference in views. She left the house last Sunday after a fight, and we haven't seen her since. Will she be healed mentally and talk to us?
Oh, she'll be back.
She'll be back. Okay.
She'll be back.
Okay, the dog that we talked about earlier, real quick, he's not passed. He's 7 years old, and he's always looking at me very deeply like he wants to say something. I love him so much.
All right, Oliver's. Okay. So I asked Jesus, I said, what does the dog want to say to her? And he says that he loves you. And then he wants more treats, that you should be handing him more treats.
More treats. Yeah.
On a regular basis.
You should.
Yes.
You should. Barkley cannot say that, however, because he gets treats constantly. Okay, one last really super important question. Mike, Jen, when do you see Mike going to exchange in the RV?
I'm sorry that the test anxiety will not allow me to answer that. Let me just try. Let me try. I don't even want to say what I heard because he's going to flip out if it's wrong. So let's say this week. Let's do that.
Shut up. You're mean. Jen is mean. She's such
I'm smart. No, I know you for 5 freaking years. I have dealt with your shit.
You not know what I put up with off the air. She's
my God.
She's so mean to me when you're not around.
He loves me. He calls me all the time.
She's really mean. She hits
tells me about everything going on in his life. We're like brother and sister. Really.
We are.
Totally.
All right, guys, that is going to wrap it up. I'll be back at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern with Mel Carmine over on the forecast. The forecast, yeah. I don't know. I'll be on. We'll talk about politics and stuff. I'll be back tomorrow for Tell the Truth. Or no. Toxically Masculine Tuesday with the boys on Tuesday night. I also have the Mushroom Ladies are coming in tomorrow to talk about all the great benefits of the mushrooms. And then I have Michael Jaco coming on Thursday. Jen and I will be back on Wednesday. I'll do Whiskey and Wisdom on Wednesday. And then Jaco is coming on to talk about the Lifewave patches. I want to know more about them. I'm using them. They haven't started working yet, but it does take some time apparently to happen. But I have 3 friends who I know, I've met, I totally believe that are telling me that they're amazing. So it's one of those kinds of things that while you wait for a med bed, you may as well do other things to help your health, right? So don't put all your eggs in one basket. Jen, any final thoughts?
I'm doing a philosophy show tomorrow morning.
Okay.
I'll post Beyond Philosophy on Telegram. Everybody needs to be there. because that's where I post everything. So I'll post a link for the show. I'm thinking about 9, depends on how, much sleep I get tonight. And I've got go and get a t-shirt. What else what else were we doing? Oh, we got the giveaway on Wednesday. Don't forget about that. We got to go to comment if you want to win one. And I think that's it. Go to jenniferfallout.com.
Right. Actually, I'll be on with the Mushroom Ladies tomorrow at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, because I have to go to the doctor in the morning and get my blood taken. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Love you. Appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. We will see you back again on Wednesday, and of course Jen tomorrow, and me tomorrow twice, and all that stuff. See you then. Have a great one. Bye. Have a great one. Hang in there. We're almost home. I believe we are almost home. I do not think that the 6 or 7 or 8 people who know a lot of important people are all lying to me and setting us up. I believe we are this close. Yep. Getting this thing done. See you soon.